Hey y'all, are you here? Did we make it? I hope I'm on because I can't frickin' tell with this new thing. I swear, just jumping from Instagram to YouTube, it's like a whole nother universe. So bear with me. Thanks everyone for this is literally the second time I've done this. So I think we're live for sure. I'm feeling it. Yeah, settle in. Settle in, my friends, because I keep feeling this tunnel, this tunnel vision. They're saying to have tunnel vision right now. Like, put your focus into it. It's everyone's all over the fucking place, myself included. So they're like, what's wrong with tunnel vision? Tunnel vision's good because it's going to direct you. They want you to move forward like a track in a tunnel and allow that to be compartmentalized. That's good. It's mental boundaries, right? It's getting all of your energy pointed in the right direction. And once you do that, there's a breakthrough, like beyond. Like you might even cross over. I don't fucking know, but it feels epic. Like there's this crescendo effect, right? And as I was settling in, and welcome everyone, my name's Julie. This is Frontier Tarot. I kept hearing the phrase, "It's early days." They're like, "It's early days. Like, don't worry." The more you stay where you are in this tunnel, you're picking up speed. The thing is, your strength is in your speed right now with this. So the more you focus in, the faster you'll get there. Like it's all about you now. You're now stepping into you're in the front of the fucking train. You're not putting yourself in the caboose or shoveling coal or hanging off the top of the, like Indiana Jones fucking shit. You're like, okay, I'm in the freaking thing. We're going. It's like a bullet train though. So shit's gonna. You got to stay focused is all I'm saying. Just keep it where you can see it. Don't fuck around. Do not fuck around. Like whatever you just don't be a douchebag. Don't be come on. You know better. So it's a maturity thing, right? It's like you're taking this on. It's so fucking great though. Like it's so the feeling is the frontier. That's why I call myself Frontier Tarot because it's the next frontier. It's time to move, people. It's time to shift. It's like you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Wherever it is, even if you don't physically leave, there's a powerful momentum coming in. It's the eclipse season. A lot is going to change. So do not fuck around in terms of just be conscious, do your best to be conscious of your own energy and what you're contributing and what you're putting out there. Do not blame other people. If you're still blaming other people, you're in the caboose, honey. You're putting yourself back there by blaming. The conductor knows that it's all him or her. You're the one driving the freaking train. It's your energy, okay? And that takes experience. It takes a lot. It's not easy to get up there, but that you've earned the right, they're saying. I did this amazing reading and I love this girl so much. She's a writer in LA. She was fabulous. She wrote Orange is the New Black, highly creative woman. And we saw this. We had such a beautiful reading and it was the same thing I felt for her. So if you're watching, I love you. Come back and see me. And it was like, you're moving forward, and it was just such a beautiful metaphor, for our souls and our life. And I don't know, man, I just feel like there's a breakthrough and you can decide where you want to be. Do you want to be at the front of the train or hanging off the back? It's kind of like, think about it riding roller coasters. I grew up in Michigan, right? So Cedar Point was the bomb, everything. I mean, we went there as much as we could. It was an amusement park. And it just, wherever you put yourself on the damn roller coaster was a different experience. And noticing where you gravitate to and how did you manage that kind of energy when you were a kid. I mean, it's actually a good exercise to go back and be like, how did I deal with the Gemini? What was I, 9 times out of 10, you get in the first cart you can with all your friends and you freaking go and you let your hands go on the down and then you're so overwhelmed and you get off and you look at each other, someone pukes, and then you're you get back in line and you go back and do it again, 3 times at least, Oh my God, that feeling. Okay, that feeling is coming back. It's this youthfulness that's coming online that's really beautiful. I'm feeling very angelic, very pure. So whatever energies are happening, if you're meeting people who are really lovely, and I mean, you can see them. I walk, my neighborhood all the time, and I just see some of these women walk by, and they radiate, and they're older maybe, but they're just like beautiful. So, there's goodness among us, and with all this shit's about to break. I'm telling you, there's going to be a big change coming beyond even what our stupid little minds, human could comprehend, right? So right now, for writers, people who are creating art, like channel that shit. Show us the way. Creativity is always the end of the tunnel. It's a creative. We are creation. It makes sense, right? Creation. That's what we are. And I think it's just such a beautiful thing, and I just admire artists so much. Like brings tears to my eyes how valuable this is. And whatever way you are, be an artist. Like, this is my art, whatever I do, I don't fucking know. I'm so like over trying to explain myself. I just stopped. I'm like, I don't know. Why figure me out? I'm over myself. Like, I've been doing this whole thing for like 50 some god up, what's the next thing? It's either us or AI, or all of it. I don't fucking know. But my point is, I'm starting to shuffle the cards. Stay focused on what you want to feel. It's like you can decide right now how you want to feel. It's fucking crazy. I'm telling you, it's blowing my mind what's happening, and how these things are coming together at such high levels. People who are talking about, I'm like fascinating. Like, I'm just like Joe Rogan, whatever. Who's talking about this stuff right now? Because it's fucking happening. Like, I can feel it. Anyways, I apologize if I get like all worked up, but I'll calm down. But it's the excitement, It's the freaking Gemini, man. It's the fucking Gemini. Like, it was a wood roller coaster. It was beautiful. I mean, it was a thing to behold. It was freaking awesome. It really was. And to go through those kinds of highly energetic experiences, especially as a kid or sensitive, whatever, it's impactful. And some of us, we hold that energy, right? So it could be a good time for you guys to be doing cathartic things, in terms of that. If you have a fear of something, it's a good time to address that. These things are just kind of, we're ascending so fucking fast that all our old shit is just coming off of us, like literally. So if any of you guys have been kind of in a very deep healing moment, like I've just gone deep this past week. I mean, that's why it takes me a week to come back up here, because I'm like, I'm down and all of that, but high, back, like a porpoise, right? We keep going. Anyways, I digress. This is a ride. I knew it was going to be, but the guidance is also to remember it's early days. Okay, just do something new. Like, wow, what if you can manifest like that? That's what I mean. The dreams are becoming reality. Dream, reality, they're merging. And if any of you guys have been having the most fascinating, wild, intense dreams lately, you are not alone, okay? I mean, I wake up and I'm like, I just came out of my life and now I'm here. Like, what is this? Like, the earth plane is starting to feel foreign. And if that sounds crazy, then, call me Van Gogh. Fuck you, It's real. It's freaking real. And not everyone's going to feel that, but those that do, let's talk about that. Let's create that. Let's help that good force it. Like, let's help the good, the light. That's what matters, y'all. It's all that fucking matters. It's the light. So it's important, that we're going through this it's a rebirth, basically. If you think about it, that tunnel is like birth, right? It's like we all come into this world through a birth canal. It's the same thing. So we're being reborn, and not in the old religious way. It's just a birth. It's like a consciousness, like the age of enlightenment, it's a whole thing. And, I'm out here in California just going like, holy shit, I feel like freaking Dorothy and like the Wizard of Oz. Like, I am up, like spinning around some shit. Like, yeah, look at that tower. It's beautiful though. So it's like a star exploding. Like, it feels really dark. It sounds dark. People are they're going to paint it as dark so you don't ascend and you get past all of this fucking nonsense. Like, who's over all of this shit? There's nothing more we can do. We've already killed we poison each other, we kill each other. I mean, whatever. It's like, it's so boring now to me. Like, it's boring. Like, I cannot be in conversations with people about like, it's so like mind numbing. So those of us, we often spend time kind of on our own, or we're just kind of like, I don't know, we'd rather do other shit, It's like, we're ascending. Okay. So some of you guys are going to experience like some shakeups. Okay. Like, come on. This is a wake up call. Okay. So use this. This is why I do this work, because we can talk about it now and identify what is about to erupt, what is going on in the volcano inside of you, what needs to be released, sweetheart, what needs to come out. That's what's coming through, okay? And it's beautiful. And you gotta get it all out. It's like shit. It's like, I just went through this week. I mean, I literally was like thrown back into, it was not good, I was not happy. And so it scared me. And so, you come back into this world. It's very, I don't know. It's not for the faint of heart. Let's just tell you, it's kind of like you got to kind of walk between two worlds. It's a little odd. It's a little fuzzy at first, they're saying, but they're like, it's early days. I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, am I part alien? I'm like, I think we all are. But they're like, don't get caught up in the rhetoric. There's a lot of people trying to control this shit, these breakthroughs. This is good for you. It's you becoming you. It's like you're going from Clark Kent to frickin' Superman. Okay, it's the butterfly effect. It's the chrysalis opening up, and now you're becoming your highest, best self. And the fact that you did it on this planet in this low of a frequency is a fucking miracle. So live your life like that, be the miracle. It's amazing. I'm just starting. That's what I mean. It's early days. Like, we don't fucking know how to be blissed out. We have no fucking clue. So we're, it's like, I don't know. I'd like to learn, and we teach as we learn, and it's wonderful. I just get so much, wherever I'm from, I don't know, but it's always temples. It's always knowledge. And it's like kind of like the Akashic Records, right? Like how I see it's like a giant library, and people, it's just beautiful energy. Is very similar to in Lord of the Rings, the elves, I forget their names, but kind of how they lived in like the light. It has a feel of that. I love that aspect of that film. And just the way it was portrayed, it feels like this energy of like what I feel most like where I'm from, I guess, where I am, or where I'd like to go back to. I'm always like, I just go home, please. I just want to go home. And it's so beautiful. And it's like these wide fountains. And I mean, it's incredible. And there are places like this, that have that energy. And I'm curious, where those, I mean, I'm getting like Greece, obviously, and just, I don't know. I'm curious about that stuff. So my point is, okay, the heartache, it's all been the heartache, so a lot of us, we just have to kind of lick our wounds, and it's emotional, when we go through these releases. And so it's good to kind of go back and heal, let your heart heal. Okay. And that's the human condition. You die of a broken heart, right? It's because we're kind of manufactured, if I'm perfectly honest with you. We like, I don't know. I've been watching too much Joe Rogan or some shit, because I'm like, I just want to talk to these guys about this stuff. Like Bob Lazar, like, I would love to meet him, I think he's still alive. Like, I mean, it's just fascinating, right? Anyways, that was a big intro. Welcome. I am going to settle down and pull some cards for you guys and say hi. I hope you're well. Thanks for everyone who came over from Instagram. I'm still in Instagram jail, apparently, until I get 1,000 followers. So I don't know. I'll have to start a petition. But YouTube seems really good. I know my last video was unstable, but that's because I didn't realize that I needed to plug in, because I was like, I told my son, who's like 15, right? I'm like, it's all shaky. He's like, well, Mom, you're trying to live stream on YouTube. Like, takes a lot of, bandwidth or whatever it's called. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that, So I literally bought an Ethernet cable, and we're wired in. So I hope it's stable. I'm going to watch it later and see. Yeah, and again, this is literally my second video here. Oh, don't be sad. Five of Pentacles, you're coming out. You're coming out, okay? Like everyone's coming up out of the sadness is the past. The sadness is always the past. It always has to do with the past, okay? Being sad about the future doesn't make sense. You can feel hopeless, but that comes from sadness of the past, okay? So we just heal. We just focus on healing. I mean, we've all been through fucking hell. Like, we don't even know, it's ridiculous. So give yourself a chance. It is okay if you went through a recent thing, like, let your heart heal. It's okay to isolate and feel alone. Like, the more we deny that, the longer it lingers, right? So, wallowing and things like that, like, let yourself fucking heal. Like, we're so mean to ourselves about this stuff. It's like smashing a flower and then it being pissed that it hasn't perked back up again. You do what I'm saying? And that's why that quote is one of my favorites on forgiveness. Uh, what is it? Oh my God, I hate when my brain does this to me. It's Mark Twain. Something the violet sheds upon the heel that has crushed it. Forgiveness is the scent of, anyways, it'll come back to me, I promise. But oh my God, see, this is like, our brains get a little scrambled. I mean, there's definitely an energy. Protect yourself. Okay, so for those of you who are feeling a little bit like I've been feeling, a little bit like I have felt like I'm in this weird fishbowl. It's totally how I've been feeling, and a little bit like self-protective, and just a little, I don't know, like I haven't really wanted to be out in machines and driving, and I don't know. I've just been feeling a little bit this like energetic protection. So I do feel like that's important to understand. Like sometimes if you don't feel like being around people or going to the fucking grocery store or, doing the things that you're supposed to do or have to do, try not to do them. It's okay to just stay home. Okay. Like, please, I mean, just be with yourself. That's what I mean. Be self-contained right now. Keep your shit tight. Okay. Don't all over the place. I get it, but like I often get that octopus energy, right? Like our tentacles are and it's time to like fold a couple back in, or ideally all of them, and just detach a little bit from expectations of others. And it's sticky right now, and if you're flying forward in your life or you're about to, then you got to leave the past behind. So it's a good time to just forgive, and just be like, what, if we're going to be together going forward, then we just got to let all that go. So it's a good time for these kinds of like heart-to-heart conversations. It's a good time to assess your relationships sincerely, whether it's just within yourself or with the people that you are close to. Very important right now to really like honor thyself. Okay? Until you get that, until we do that, we're just victims. And that's where our power lies, in our free will. That's what the one thing we got. It's our ability to stand up and walk outside that bubble if you want. There you go. And there's the sun. So, okay, so we go through death and rebirth. Exactly. It's transformation. And the world, the Empress, come on, this is gorgeous. So get over it. It's like, I know it hurts. People suck, I get it. I've been there a million fucking times, right? We all have. So we got to just release, pull those swords out, heal, just give yourself a chance to do that. And you'll feel so much better, you really will. Some of you guys are just naturally going through like these epic awakenings. This is huge awakening time. If you have not, like, welcome, for a lot of other people are waking up too. So be open. They're saying to like, people of different age groups, different races, like all of that starting to come together. It does not matter at all. Zero. There's no color. There's no man, woman. It's just beauty, and it's love, and it's wisdom. It's intelligence, and it's energy. It's like the blitz. It's just fucking awesome. It focus on that. Like what I'm painting in my, for you guys through what I'm feeling and trying to show you, it's just incredible. And we can feel that. We can call that to us, right? It's like E.T. phone home, right? Right? Find that place for you. That's my happy place that I just naturally feel like If the world didn't exist and I wanted to be in the most beautiful place that I felt most at home, what would it look like? You know, what would it feel like? What would I be doing? And it's amazing. It's so beautiful. It's like intelligence coming together with wisdom and love and beauty, like beauty beyond. But it's a wisdom. There's temples. There's like it's knowledge. It's like a kind of like a university. It almost has like a academic feel to it, not in a bad way, but it's like a center for learning, you know? Woo! Love that shit. So where's your sun? Okay, so that's sort of like my sun, right? They talk about the central sun and things like that. I think that's a really beautiful concept. And where you are in the world, look, this is the earth here on her pregnant belly. So we're birthing a new world. This is the new earth, right? We're there. Thanks, Eckhart. You know, thanks. He gave us like the roadmap, you know. Go back and read that book. I'm telling you, there's incredible wisdom. He's a master. He's and you know, I've never seen him in person, but I've been a huge follower of his. I mean, not so much lately, but when those books came out back in the day, that was really, I loved it. You know, I took a lot of comfort and I learned a lot from him. Eckhart Tolle, however you want to, however, tomato. I'm going to have a cup of coffee because I'm feeling this energy. Some of you guys are going to Italy. Some of you guys are going to Spain. Some of you guys are going to freaking, you're just getting the fuck out of Dodge. And I love that. Any of you guys who are planning like massive moves or oh my God, 1,000% yes. Okay. Get out there, travel, see the world. It ain't gonna last much long, you know? I mean, really, like, go forget about the 9 to 5, whatever that means for you. It's kind of like that song, that Michael Jackson song. Put that 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Yes, that's it. Oh my God, that's the song. That's the song right now. Let's go put that song on and see what shows up. Seriously, you know, I get it. It's responsibility. It's terrifying to let that go. If you have control issues, this is control. This is where we got to just trust the ride, man. It's the freaking Gemini, you know? I mean, it's pretty trustworthy. I think it's still there. So it's like, also don't make too big of a deal out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't over dramatize, you know, and then next thing you know, everyone's talking about this and then they've ruined that. You know, what is beyond definition. You can't talk about, you know, talking, you don't need to talk there. You know, it's like anyways, I could go down that rabbit hole for a long time, but I'm going to continue on. I'm feeling a little embarrassed, like a little shy right now. Oh, that's really sweet. Hold on. I don't know. It's a playful energy too. So as corny as that sounds, and I'm telling you, people have been saying like, go have fun, be happy, play. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? I have no idea. Don't really know. I mean, I have joy when I'm like in nature, skipping down a stream, you know, like that's great. But so like, what else, right? There's more to the story than what you think. It's the things that you've always, I don't know, been fascinated by, right? So it's a good time to go back into the early days. Again, hang on. Oh my God. My coffee machine. So I fixed it. The last video I told you guys I had a meltdown on my espresso machine. And I was like, I think I have a little caffeine issue, but I have 1 cup a day, man. Like, come on. Anyways, stay focused. Okay, I'm going to go back to this because you guys I want you just to be very aware of your own energy and what you are creating. Okay, so that's why it's so important to get this vision in line. Okay, they're like, pay attention. Put the focus on what you want to feel, what you want to experience, and your wildest imagination. Okay, like Wrinkle in Time, like these kinds of stories and things, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, like all of that is happening. Okay, so we want to, you know, we need to release. You don't want to take all our stuff into this place. You can't get there if we're too attached. It's all of it's just our attachments. We don't know. You know, we didn't know. We just got attached to everything. And now we're just letting go of the attachment. So being not detached in a cold way, it's non-attachment, right? I love that concept because it's like, you're not, that's, it's rare, you know, most people are. And that's what, like, you know, relationships, you just like cling to each other like monkeys, you know? It's like, oh, I hated that. Like, you'd marshmallow, you know, you just be like a marshmallow on the couch. I was like, nah, I don't know. I'm not down with all this. Like, no. So kind of a unicorn like that, right? So find your flow, they're saying, find, like, open up to that. Okay. That will help you stay focused too. Okay, sweetie. So we're not giving ourselves enough to not get excited about. It's not about getting excited. Oh, I can't wait. Let's get to the 5D. No, no. That's no. You're not going to get there. Okay? You got to be it. You got to be it. You got to engage in the energy of, it's kind of like what they talk about when you're climbing the corporate ladder, you know, down here. And they're like, it's when you kind of dress for the part you want or dress for the role you want. Like, if you want to be the boss, you got to dress like the boss. You know, it's kind of like that, you know, fake it till you make it. As lame as that, that's like, so it's inverted. Actually, they're also very clear on that. Everything we taught, it's like the opposite, pretty much, you know, at the end of the day. So we inverted everything here. We just took it way too far for one. Like, we just went way off, you know, like, us souls who, like, this is the farthest. Okay, our rubber band is exactly like, we are stretched. You and I, whoever's watching me, we're all like, we're like the fucking wrecking ball. You know, I'm telling you, it's a thing, and I don't know what it is. It's like a ride that I've never been on, but it's happening, and so I'm just sort of like, okay, who's with me? You know, who's with me? What do I, it's up to me. It's my trajectory is going to be like realized. So focus on love and light and peace and all of it. Peace, love, and light. That's it. Perfect. Done. You know, what else? Yeah, just ask for that. Be that. Find that for yourself. That's pretty beautiful and pretty fucking powerful. And they don't teach you that. That's why we talk about this stuff. Because we need to rewire. We don't need to rewire. We just need to not have wires anymore. Don't attach. Easier said than done, but like, there's babies coming on, man. Like, we got more humans coming. Like, they're so cute. Oh my God. Sometimes I see them. Oh my God. I'm such a baby freak. Like, oh my God. Like, and then they just like, the ones that can tell like you're light, you know, they just like, you know, they just smile and they look at you and they'll like stare and you're like, oh my God, you know, it's just so beautiful. And I'm like, good luck. I'm just going to float on by. And then there's the asshole babies that just kind of, you know, and they look at you, you know, and you're like vibing and you're like feeling all like light. And they just got that look on their face, like, you know, and you're just like, fucktard, you know, I'm sorry. I know that's mean. I don't mean to be mean, but you know, there's asshole babies being born too, okay? So like let's just wake up. We just got to wake up. That's all. That's what this is. Basically, we're just waking up. And that's what we've been talking about. It all comes back to the same thing. It's really good for you guys to go back in your history as well to help this process along. And look at like the early books of spirituality that how did you get on the path, or however they want to call it? Like, what was your first awakening? What books were most interesting to you, you know, back in, like, you know, whatever, college days or post college, whenever this all became very, you know, like something, you know, you were like, I'll never forget. It was my psychology professor at Michigan State. His name was Dr. Andrew Barclay. And he was a psych, you know, like the kind of end of the road psych classes. So that was my major. So he was incredible, and he was the first person that's like, there's the thing and the no thing, and he like drew it like on the thing, like the thing and the no thing, like meaning like the empty, you know, the thing beyond the physical senses. And I was like, you know, and he was just amazing. Everyone loved him, and he opened our minds, and oh my God, I'm so grateful for him, because he made me look at things in a critical way, like things that were kind of, I mean, this was in the 90s, you know, so it was like shit was going down, you know, and he would talk about like things from a more like open-minded perspective, and it really shifted me, and it was a beautiful class. And so anyways, it's a good time to kind of look at that, right? When did the first opening happen? And I remember reading The Road Less Traveled. That was the first book I read that I was like, "Woo, this is good." Like I'm feeling this, He couldn't like fix the car. He was like, I was never good at trying to fix M. Scott Pac-Man. I still have my copy. It's like earmarked and freaking pen everywhere. And oh, I cherish these things, these moments of awakening. It's like we've always been the butterfly, always. Right? But we just had to be a caterpillar, for like quite a while. It's called, childhood. And then you basically have to freaking isolate yourself and figure your shit out, dissolve yourself. Really, you have to basically dissolve. That's what the healing process is. That's what that is. It's like you're changing. And I felt it. Like I felt another one, I'm telling you, 2 days ago, fetal position on the couch, like almost having panic attacks again. I thought I was so overwhelmed by some kind of, I don't know what the fuck. I'm just glad I got out of it because it was no bueno. So if I seem a little weird today, I'm just recalibrating because there's things happening. Anyways, I'm going to pull an energy card while I talk about that. So allowing the, it's like these new awakenings to happen. It's good to let shit go right now. I mean, I had a lot of grief still that I hadn't processed. And so that was kind of what opened things up for me. And, I did a couple of healing sessions for myself, and it was really intense, but it was really beautiful at the same time. And I think we're trying to adapt, we're just trying to adapt to this new world, and that's why there's like, it's early days. So look at that victory card. That's exactly the feeling I get in this like temple home where I'm from, where we're all from. Welcome. It's this, everything's victorious, it's all about victory, not over things. It's about the victory of like, consciousness being awakened. And it's like incumbent on us to wake people up, this is like light workers, right? But I love the victory, and I love that I just love this card. I think it's beautiful, and she's got the laurel wreath, which is victory, and just the look on her face, it's like she knows where she's from. She knows what she's made of. Okay. This is very much a time to get into your own energy, like really get into your own brand, I'm telling you. And that's important. It's kind of like Hunger Games, they're saying. I never saw Hunger Games. I'm curious about that story. Obviously, it was a huge cultural phenomenon, so I probably should watch it. But I feel like everyone's kind of gearing up right now. It is like everyone's getting on the ride. Okay, so it's like the roundup, they're saying. Like, in the early days, there's got to be like a John Mellencamp song. Like, it feels like that, early days, like kind of that, I don't know, that feeling. It's great. It's like a fair, and like country, and like, I don't know. It's a great feeling. It's kind of like you got excited, That's really great. Some of you guys, like, just be open to that. To the victory, it's really good. And I've been feeling this myself personally, is to really focus on like the dreams. Like, what have I always dreamt of having, like, what did I always really, really want? Like, think about that. And that's what's coming in. It's like your wildest dreams are being realized. It's kind of like you're painting a new canvas right now. It's like a new thing. Any of my artists out there who are starting a new, wow, amazing, like a new genre or a new adaptation. Oh my God, this is just like fucking amazing. Paint that, do that, paint your vision, put it out there. That is what's good. That's your lane, like this is a good time to get in your lane. What is that? What do you want to say? What do you want to express? What do you want to contribute? Where do you feel most connected? Where? What are you doing? Where is that? Is it with yourself at home with your pet? Is it like, I feel really good right here. I like my lane. I'm like, I like it right here. I'm good. Like, hold on. Right. So get into your seat, right? It's kind of like getting on those rides, and you're like, you're like, fuck. it might feel like that, you know. And I did like my Friday night thing a couple weeks ago, and there was one woman there, and she was like, "I'm like a racehorse at the gate," you know. I'm like, "Oh my God, I totally know that energy, right?" You're just like, oh. It's like you're gearing up for a victory. Like this is freaking awesome. Oh yeah. And once you know that, once you know you're in your lane, like this is it. Like, oh my God, that's what feels so good. And that's what makes the breakthrough happen. And then it's just kind of like, I don't know. Then it's a whole new game, man. Like it's game over. Like old shit be gone. Like this is definitely leveling up without a fucking doubt. Okay, so but we got to go all the way back, to fly forward. So for those of you who've just been kind of I mean, I feel like that. I've been stretched for days, like months, years, like probably my whole life. Honestly, I felt like that. I think that's why I had that freaking meltdown the other day. I was like, dang, this is something. And I don't know, but I just feel like if you're there, like just trust trust where you're at and really start to focus in on that vision, and just all your energy is going towards that. That's the tunnel, right? You're breaking through, you're being reborn into this. So focus on that and feel that. More importantly, feel it. Start to breathe it in, start to breathe in the energy of that. And that's what we do. Okay. It's just more of like, you don't have to take a class on, it's like you don't have to do anything. You just have to let go and be and feel that amazing energy. It's love and light and peace, right? So I don't know. I feel like a lot of us are kind of in that place. And it's a wonderful time, y'all, for people who are connecting on different levels. If it's someone like, ships crossing in the night, and there's always this feeling of with this person, or this ability to, sometimes we feel energies from other people and we don't realize it. It's a good time to kind of stay focused. That's what I mean, on yourself right now. Just stay in your lane, okay? Stay in your own lane. That's what's going to make you victorious. Don't get involved in other people's stuff right now. Try not to. No, actually just don't. It's your choice, okay? You can sit there and focus on all these other things, or you can like just be in your own energy. That's the requirement. Until you do that, you're not gonna get where we're going. Like you're just not gonna be there. So it's all about that. That makes sense to me. I like that. Like my little self is like, oh yeah, I like that. Healer of the ages. There you go. This is healing. I've been feeling a lot of Jesus energy too, by the way. And I'm not a religious person, but oh my God, has he been hanging around? Wow. He is just like, oh, incredible. I mean, I don't know. He wasn't really a part of my childhood. I mean, he was. It's like he's always been there. I am down with Jesus, man. I'm telling you, he's the bomb. Like I'm so grateful. And that's the thing. Like we are, we're where we are, where we're just talking about place. It's like we're all there. You're hanging with Jesus, man. You're not hanging out with freaking, even Joe Rogan can't touch Jesus. It's like I don't know. I think a lot of us, if you find yourself like kind of hungry for something, this is part of it. This is part of the stretch. You're like, oh my God, I just want to, like, I need to, that's just part of it. That's just like, you're just gearing up. It's a really good time also to start to do new awareness exercises, they're saying, but exercises in general. Keep the body moving. Abso-fucking-lutely. That is critical. Keep moving. Don't, because things are coming at us. And I'm telling this to myself too, because it's too much screen time, too much of this, like, and I'm very, I fall prey to that. I watch Joe Rogan. I like to watch people. Be conscious. That's part of the tunnel thing of what you're engaging in, what content you're consuming. That's a big, big chunk. Okay. And I know it's challenging for me to kind of go on that kind of like content diet, so to speak, but we're starting to really pull off some of these things, these old things that aren't going to be part of the next wave. It's like a new wave. Like Dolores Cannon talks about the 3 waves of volunteers. Like, absolutely. Like, she's amazing. Like, I mean, wow, her work is just beyond. So opening back up and learning. It's a great, always learning more about that. Like however that comes to you, whatever resonates. Read books, read texts, read all of this stuff. There's so much knowledge and wisdom right at your fingertips. For those of you who are into Akashic records or are interested in getting an Akashic record, I would highly encourage that. There's really good work being done there, and it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. And you do it for yourself. I one of the first things I started doing was visiting the records just for myself, like, and it worked, and I was like, this is amazing. I saw some shit like really beautiful. Like I was just kind of an odd person, and so I would just spend time doing these things. I was alone in my room, and my mind would naturally want to do this stuff. So things like this, like what I'm doing now, is very much how I've been. I've just been a closeted weirdo, broken heart. Yeah, it sucks. Like this is like the healer of the ages with your heart. I know my heart's healing too. It's not easy, man. Oh my God, I was terrorized. Like I was bullied all day long. Oh my God, it was rough. I understand, and sometimes I'm just really too hard on myself too. So it comes across that way because you just don't know comfort. Sometimes you don't know. You don't know, and so it's like a wound. It's a core wound, and then like your whole life, it's like you're just trampled on. So a lot of us are just healing that core wound, right? That came through a lot, right? In this past few days for me, as I had this little dip, it was like the demon drop. I don't know all these ride references, but I was telling a friend, I'm like, I felt like I was on the fucking demon drop. Like all of a sudden, I was like, I had these great highs and I got all this stuff, what amazing. And then the next day I was just like, boom, like down. And I was just like, what the fuck, it feels like that. And so I don't know. I'm kind of going through it too. If any of you guys have been feeling this like really intense, like up and down thing, like give me a shout out, make a comment. I know we're just getting started over here, but part of what I want to build is that beautiful blossoming abundance. That's exactly the energy. All these colors. This is that poem, that temple home that I was talking about. Like this beautiful, oh my God, so much of this stuff. That gold, right, with that victory card. Like this is actually really good. I get really excited. Why the cards are so nice because they kind of have these just mystical imagery that feels you can have these things in front of you too. Like if you sit there with it and just take in the energy of it, like if you place it, sometimes I'll place them in the window and it's just in your environment and it helps remind you, yeah, goddess of the moon, very intuitive time. This is when your intuition is just like, boom, there is no denying. Okay. So really opening up to your abilities, the things that I do here with you, this is just natural stuff, right? Some of you guys are just opening up to different talents that were latent, so be open to completely doing new shit. Like, I've done everything. I mean, not everything. I've done a lot, different things. And this is just happening, right? I don't know how else to explain it. Like when you open up, you just start doing it. You can't not do it. It's like an artist that has to be an art, he has to paint, or a musician has to create music. It's just something that's inside of you, right? And that's part of it because you're a conduit for higher love, higher knowledge, inspiration, wisdom, beauty, whatever it is. Like, what are you channeling? That's really good to start for those of you who already do this kind of work or who are with me on this. Like, what are you really like naturally good at? And all these things are going to start to kind of coalesce. And it's a really good time to, it's a good time to do soul retrieval work too, like gathering all these parts of you. Like a lot of inner child work is really helpful where you kind of bring in like all of yourself. This is a really good time, like round up, like they're saying, right? Like the wild part of you, the asshole part of you, the sad part of you, like all the different parts of yourself, like all those mirrors, and just kind of bring it into you, right? And allow that integration. That's a really good thing to focus on right now. It's just integrating. So try not to be like, just start to be the observer, like notice, yourself a little bit more, pay more attention to what's going on, right? Instead of being distracted. Okay. Like try, that will help. Okay. So a lot of this is the waking up process is really fucking intense. I mean, this is like my third one. I think I'm going through another big one because I had one in like 1995, my second one in 2015, and now we're at what, 2025, something like that. So yeah, it's like every 10 years it's like an upgrade. It's like, okay, you got to take the car in for service. It's like here we go. And you're I mean, it kind of feels like that. It's like maybe it doesn't have to be so bad. You know what I mean? Maybe if we just give ourselves to like put ourselves through the energetic car wash, it definitely do that. So this is when you really want to get clear, like your energy centers. It's your energy, right? Everything's your energy right now. We're starting to get the hang of it, right? We're like, oh yeah, I'm an energetic being. So one of the things that I do, like a little trick that I do for myself that really helps, is I start to see myself as my chakras. I just see myself as my chakras, and I take my whole body out of it. I don't have a form, and I just see, like in the morning, like I can do it right now. You imagine like your roots, your sacral, your third chakra, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. And you just, all the colors, right? You guys know this. And you just open all of that up and you just walk around like that. Like you just kind of be your chakras, and that feels really good because that's really what you are. It's like your energy, right? And it's kind of like you're taking away all of this, this mask, the physical form. It's like, and it not in a bad way. You're just embodying it now. You're getting in. This is the conductor getting into the driver's seat. You are inside your biological suit. This is why they call it that, like a biological meat suit. It's a vehicle. It's a way for us to navigate. It's kind of like they're showing it to me, in like the Titanic, sadly when that went down, and when they're doing those search dives and stuff, and they go down like in the submarine, and they send that other thing, and they can go through that drone kind of thing, whatever it is. I mean, like it's kind of like that, right? So the feeling is like feeling up into the higher elements, right? Feeling into the higher energies and allowing that to inform the physical body, right? And the higher we can feel that, the more open our energy system is, and the more we operate as that. It's kind of very like a jellyfish, kind of like amoeba like, or just very much like that. Like that feels really good to kind of get into that flow. If you need, music is really good to move like that, moving a little bit more like just chakras, and just don't see like it's just, I don't know. I feel like that's the answer. You know what I mean? Like be that and let that kind of move you. I think that's really cool. I don't know. I get it. It's just early day. Again, it's early for me. Like I'm just starting to do these kinds of things. And so I don't know. I'm testing it out. I'll tell you in a week. Yeah, that really worked. But just try it on, right? This is really good to just try new things for yourself. Whatever fucking works for you. I'm sharing like things that kind of, things I've learned, but whatever's your little thing, what's your little magic trick? What gets you in that place, And I think that's what works for me. It's just like feeling that, or maybe it's just feeling like you're a butterfly, and you just be more light in that way as when you can, right? You start with that, you prioritize that, and then that will kind of filter down into your real world, like not the real world but the physical world. It'll start to come through. And, it might take a minute, right? But like at the same time, the more we let go, the more we get out of the way of that to filter through us. It's like, how light comes through in the forest and it's like that dappled light. That's what this is, And so we have to just sort of allow any blockages, to be healed and removed. It's beautiful. It's fun. It's kind of like when they talk about like raking the forest and stuff like that, to prevent wildfires. This is like the dead, trees. And I'm like, trees are like, I always say I've never met a tree I didn't like. They're so precious to me. So these conversations are interesting because it's like you raking the dead wood out and things like that, to prevent, because it's basically like kindling, and wildfires are common in California, right? So it's like, okay, this is interesting. Like, how do you navigate that? So just being a little bit more clued into things, I think will help as well. Some of you guys, there's a big journey coming up. There's a big trip. You're definitely saying goodbye to something. You're like, see you later. bye-bye. Like this, she's just like, she's off. So any of you guys who are contemplating a divorce, or you want to leave, or you want to go, you are going on a journey. You are following your intuition. Where are you being called? That's what matters. So as these attachments kind of, it's going to happen. People are just going to split up. They're going to go their separate ways. Like it's like a atom shifting, you know? I mean, for those of you who are feeling this energy and you feel like trapped, like I feel that here. Like I feel like I'm in a fishbowl, you know, and I'm like, I'm gonna go, you know, I don't know where, what, how it's gonna look, but pretty soon, you know, it's gonna be different. So allow this to take place. Like when you're ready, when your rubber band has been pulled back and you fly forward, like let go, just go. You don't want to resist it. You want to go with it. And wherever it is, it's fun. And you feel great. You're like, oh my God, I feel so much better. Your life is just lighter. You're like, I don't need all that shit no more. This is a great time to purge the fuck out of your everything, get rid of it and go. Any of you guys who are considering making a big move, taking a big trip, this is just absolutely no doubt about it. You're a good decision. And it will help you heal, definitely help you heal. So even on a smaller level, if any of you guys are going on a retreat or going on a trip, that's just going to help your heart. Absolutely wonderful. Through the heart is how your intuition wakes up too. So as you heal that, more will come online in terms of where to go and what to do next, right? So um yeah, those of you guys who feel that, you know, look, wow, look at that. The seventh chakra. So this is major awakening. Wow. You have the goddess of the moon and the seventh chakra. Shit, some of you guys are like, I'm going on a journey. I don't know why, that's how I feel. Like, blast off, bitch. You know, like, I'm like so fucking ready. Like, bye, Earth. You know, like, I'm not saying like, I don't know. I really have, like, seriously, like, I mean, like, I have a few things that I care deeply about, but other than that, I'm like, I'm ready. So, you know, I don't know. The choice is yours, my friend. The choice is yours, but it's early days. It's early days, and I'm going to start to wrap it up a bit because I feel like we had a good old time. And that was a lot. I hope I wasn't overwhelming. Sometimes people are like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you either get it or you don't. I don't know. Like, this is just what I do. And I like this for you guys. Changes in relationships for sure, for the better. You know, you could be meeting people, like new people coming into your life when you let other things go. Be open to very divinely guided connections right now, things that have that spiritual quality to them, connections that are like that, like beautiful time for those things to also it's like a coalescing, right? So you'll find that you might have to let a lot go, but then more is going to show up, they're saying. So the more you let go, like it'll show up more, like in a good way. So great time to purify, you guys. Great time to just kind of deep reset, death, rebirth. This rebirth is coming. Stay focused. Stay in your own lane. Stay right in there and look, paint that picture for yourself of what would feel, not in the physical world. Okay, don't say like, I want to go buy a farm and I'm going to go do it. No, don't make it human. Make it an energy, okay? Like the things that you've seen. Like look at like the Sistine Chapel. Like imagine that. Okay, if you're having a hard time, I can't visualize it. Look at like just go out into nature, right? Let your mind open up. Open your third eye. Like feel into it. It's a feeling state. It's not like a it has remnants of earthly life, and to some degree because there's a sense of place and there's structure and thing. I don't know. There's a lot going on. It's not just like air, so don't worry. It's more just like it's enlightenment. That's what it is. It's an enlightenedness. It's for those who have woke up, like really not the woke thing, but the awakened. You've awakened. This is like Christ consciousness. They talk about Christ consciousness. Absolutely. That's what this is there. I mean, some of you guys are just like, this is great, and so follow the path, take the journey, take the step, just let it go. And it's like this feeling is just so much more. We're just more connected. There's none of this opposite stuff where this energy is. So feel into that now. Feel into that sense of like cooperation. It's a very cooperative, loving, respectful. It's just we see the light within, and it's awesome, and it's never boring. You're never bored. It's zero boredom. Like you're just there, and it's everything. Just it's more. I don't know. I can't quite describe it, but maybe if that feels like something that you feel, then use that as your focus and feel into that energy and create. It's like heaven on earth, right? That feeling. So why not go for that? That feels more victorious than being like, I want to go earn $50,000 more this month. Come on, let's go higher. Just go a little higher. All right. Like try not to 3D it too much. Okay. Like give yourself, like 7 days a week, right? Or like one day, just start painting the picture. Okay. Of heaven, like as you see it for yourself without any attachments to the things that you already know. You got to let all of it go and be willing to see what shows up. All right. So anyways, thanks so much for coming by. I'm so happy to be on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram at Frontier Tarot. And I am so early days, you guys. I so appreciate you being here. I hope the connection was strong. And I will keep you posted. I just want to build some content here. And then I'm going to kind of start to promote like the live stream and stuff so you guys can join. So anyways, I hope this was helpful, resonated, and inspired you in some way. And frontiertarot.com if you want to find out more. And I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Mwah.